Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here. And today, or this video, is about unions and intersections, all right? Now, some of you are just seeing this symbol for the first time, the U and the upside down U. They do mean unions and intersections. Most of you should have seen it already. Now, when you think of unions, you should think OR, okay? And when you think of intersections, you should be thinking of AND, all right? Remember that if Mr. Lawrence is going to take Bob and Jeff to Dairy Queen after school, he has to take both of them. So in an intersection, whatever we're talking about has to be in all the sets. Unions are an OR. So if Mr. Lawrence says he's going to take Bob or Jeff, only one of them has to go for Mr. Lawrence to be telling the truth. So when we do a union, we're going to list all the elements that are in either set. We do an intersection, the elements we list have to be in both sets. Okay, so let's see an example here. Down here we have the set of A is the set of prime numbers less than 15. So I'm going to list the set of A. I'm going to do it in roster form so I can actually see what I'm talking about. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 should be the prime numbers less than 15. Now B is the positive odd numbers less than 20. All right, so the set of B will include 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. So I am asked to find the intersection of A and B. Well, the intersection of A and B will be the set of all the elements that show up in both sets. So I'm going to get a highlighter out here. And if I see a number in both sets, I'm going to highlight it. So for example, 1 is only in set B. 2 is only in set A. 3 is in both sets. 3 is going to need to be in my intersection. 5 is in both sets. So is 7. 9 is only in B. I will ignore it. 11 is in both sets. And 13 is in both sets. And so my intersection will look just like this. It will be the set of 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. And there's my intersection. Okay? The union is going to include every element from A and every element from B. However, I won't repeat any of the elements. I won't let them show up more than once. And so the union of A and B is going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19. So there is a union. Every element has to be represented. All the elements of A have to be accounted for, and so do all the elements of B. So union is like an OR. It has to be in A or B to be in the union. Intersection is like an AND. It has to be in both A and B. So I've got a practice one here. I strongly recommend before you do it, list the roster of A and list the roster of B, and then try to find the intersection and union. Okay, so pause the video. I want you to try this on your own. Now, by the way, you can go into your study guides or study plans in MathXL and go to the union intersection section and do some extra practice problems, or you can come in and get some help from me, whatever it takes. All right, so go ahead and pause the video. If you haven't paused the video yet, I strongly encourage you to. Here comes my solution. So A is going to equal, let's see here, X is a natural number and less than 15. So that's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there we go. That is the set of A in roster notation. B has to be a whole number less than 10. So it's going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that's it. All right, so to do the intersection, I need all the elements that are in both sets. So all the elements that are in both sets. Well, I see a 1 in both sets. I see a 2 in both sets. I see a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in both sets. Right? So my intersection, the intersection of A and B, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't see. Get that little pen marker out of my way. There we go. 8 and 9. There is your intersection. Why are they in the intersection? Because they're in both A and B. The union is going to be all of the elements from A, all the elements of B, but not repeating any of them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And there is your union. All right, that's it for the video. And intersections and unions are pretty simple. If you feel like you need more practice, get those study guides, study plans out. All right, Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.